Hi, my name is Richard Atkins, and this is my speech tool. Good evening. Thank you for coming. My presentation tonight is on music and how it affects our lives. The first thing I would like to talk about is the healing powers of music and how music is used in rituals and ceremonies. Robin Spielberg, in her TED Talks video, The Healing Power of Music, that was published on June 6, 2014, stated that she had a daughter that was born premature. She was 1 pound, and through the power of music and how Robin has been a pianist her whole life, so she played the piano prenatal and after she brought the baby home from the hospital, and the baby, her heart rate slowed down and her blood pressure evened out, and she was, it helped her live. As she was growing up, she had, since she was born early, she had a learning difficulty and she had trouble with her short-term memory. And her mother, Robin, took all of her studies from school and set it all to music, and her daughter could remember it all much better. So she went from a C or D student to an A student. So music is also used in religious and ceremonial purposes. For instance, the Native American Sweat Lodge, which is called the Inipi, which is, most people call it sweat. That's for a ceremony. It's kind of a healing, more the whole body, spiritually and physically, than just one at a time. So they do it all together. Music is a very big part of their culture. Music is also used in churches. The monk chants and the use of hymnals during the church service to sing along in between the service. That encompasses the healing part. Next, I would like to discuss the psychological part of how music affects our lives. I'm depressive and anxious, and I use music to study. I use it at work. I use it in the car to calm myself, and sometimes I'm really anxious and I need to. Music just calms me down. Sometimes I get angry sometimes, and some of the harder music that I like to listen to helps me get the aggression out, and I'm fine after that. Amy Novotny in Science Watch, published by the American Psychological Association on November 2014 says, the American Psychological Association is doing research into the use of music as having a calming effect on people with mental disorders, for instance, people with Alzheimer's disease, and they're doing a lot of research with that because that's a big problem. Um, that's the psychological effects of music. There's a lot of other ones, but I only have so much time in this speech. Um, the uh, music can be used recreationally. People buy CDs, they go to concerts, house music, go see your favorite band. Uh, there, Christopher Tapley, in his article, Composers Cross the Sound Barrier, Tunesmiths, um, there's the way that music is in movies, it's hard to separate the scene from the video and the audio because it's so enmeshed um, that it's uh, it's actually an art form. um, Music in movies, they add suspense to horror movies, make you feel sad and emotional parts of movies. I like movies because they help me feel, and music is part of that. Music helps me feel emotion. Music permeates through all the aspects of our lives. Many times it's in the background of anything. I mean, if you make a phone call and it's busy, you have music on the line. It's in the elevators, you listen to it in your car. As I was doing the research on this speech, I was kind of amazed at how much music has an impact on my life. Um, I like to have music around me all the time. I listen to music at work. I don't always listen to it at home. Well, that's not true. I listen to some to help me fall asleep, actually. um, Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope it helps shed light on how music is important in our lives. Thank you. That's the monitor, and everybody's still here. Oh. Thank you.